video earlier at 1:30 and there was an echo. So now I came back. Here I am. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy May 30th. This will be an all signs. What's the tea message? So come on in, come on in, come on in. If this is your first time here, welcome in. I'm so happy to have you. Okay. If you find that the messages in this reading resonate for you, and or you love the energy and want to support the growth of the community, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you become locked in, okay? And like the video. Thank you so much. To all the reoccurring subscribers and supporters of the community, welcome back. All the OGs, I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your continued love and support. It does not go unnoticed. Let's put this somewhere else. Perfect. Okay, perfect. I just came back from Pilates class. I'm still in my workout gear. I wanted to make sure that I was a person of my word. Okay, it's important to be a person of your word. Okay, if you say you're gonna do something, show up and do it. It's okay. I don't know who needs to hear that message. If you said you do something, show up and do it. Okay, show up and do it. That's it. The reading speaks for itself. All signs, what's the tea? All signs, what's the tea? The reading will begin at 2 minutes. So if somebody would like to put that in the comment section, thank you in advance. Okay, so without further ado, all signs. What is the tea right now? I just tried to pop in my lap. Okay, a trusted friend. A friend might try to want to sleep with you. For some of you guys, that could be some of the tea. Some of you guys could be sleeping with your friend, or a friend could be confessing that they want to sleep with you, collective. What's the tea for the collective? All signs. What's the tea? What's the tea for the collective surrounding my collective? What is the tea? Somebody wants to write you a letter, okay? Also, somebody's heartbroken over you. If you just got out of a relationship, if you just broke up with somebody, they're feeling it. Okay, this person is likely drinking or using substances in order to cope with you guys separating. So if you just went through a breakup, know that they are feeling it. If you just got broken up with, don't lean so heavy into substances in order to ease the breakup. Go through the emotions. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that. This person could have backstabbed you. You could have found some letters, or you could have found some paperwork about some information that your partner was withholding from you, hence the heartbreak and hence the backstab. I'm not sure who got backstabbed recently by a partner. And if it's not a partner, maybe it's a family member. Maybe you found out some information from a family member that really changed the trajectory of the relationship. And some of you guys, you don't know who to go to with this information. And so instead of finding a person to go to, some of you guys have been seeking advice instead, have been seeking alcohol, drinking alcohol instead. You really trusted this person. For some of you guys, there was a long-term connection with this person. You were with this person for a really long time. I don't know what they did, collective. It says trust was offered, loyalty was assumed, but beneath the surface, betrayal has been brewing. So this, like I said, you maybe found a paper trail of some information, collective, a paper trail. Maybe you came upon a letter. Okay, maybe you came upon a bank statement. Maybe you came upon an email. Okay, maybe somebody slipped you a message. Maybe you read some text messages. Okay, maybe you came upon some prescriptions. Okay, maybe you came upon somebody's search history, something like that. Okay, something in the written context, okay, was brought to your attention, and you feel betrayed by this lover. Sometimes the worst breakups are the ones you never get full closure. What hurts the most isn't the ending, it's the fact that it ever felt so right. So you never thought that this person was going to do you like this, collective. You didn't think that this person was going to do you like that. For some of you guys, like I said, you've been together for years. I'm hearing like 11 years, 10 years. And this person never gave you any signs. It's not like you went looking for this information, collective. I feel like you just stumbled upon this betrayal. You feel really hurt, really blindsided. Really blindsided. Plot twist, I told you, really blindsided. And what really blindsided you is that this has been going on for an extended period of time. However, you weren't aware of it. It's like, damn, you're like, damn, this person did a good job of hiding this from me. New info just dropped and it's juicy. Suddenly the dots connect and the real story is showing up. Did we say that? It says, but beneath the surface, betrayal has been brewing. So beneath the surface, it's always been going on. Look, I told you the receipts. It's going to be something written you come into. I'm telling you. It could be like a bank statement, okay? It could be like a financial, maybe you do like a financial audit, okay? Maybe you get audited, okay? Maybe you find a letter. Maybe you find a prescription, okay? Maybe you find an email. Maybe you find the search history, okay? Maybe you find some legal paperwork. You're going to find some information that's really going to break your heart about a lover that you've been with for a long time. You've been with this person, some of you guys, over a decade. And some of you guys don't know what to do. Instead, you turn to drinking. You're like, holy shit. They say they've got it under control, but the pattern is starting to show up. When life gets heavy, the escape route is always chemical. So instead of this person coming to terms and being honest with you, collective, this person is likely an avoidant person, a person who's a runner. They like to run from the problem instead of acknowledging the problem, collective. But it says the screenshots were saved and the messages were archived. The evidence is airtight and it's ready to blow up. So collective, it's already out there. What you see can't be unsaw. Does that make sense? You can't go back from what you've seen from this person. You really feel betrayed. And the betrayal part is that it came out of left field, collective. It's like, dang, where the hell did this come from? Where did this come from? And then the fact of the matter is, collective, you can't guilt trip yourself. You can't convince yourself anything else. You want to know why? Because the receipts are there. It's written in paperwork. Usually sometimes a motherfucker could be like, nah, my man or my woman ain't cheating on me. You can rationalize it. But this you can't rationalize, collective, because the receipts are there. The receipts are there. Let's find out. So what's the news? What's in the receipts? What's in the receipts? We got to find out what's in the receipts. And the fact of the matter is, this person is a runner. They don't take accountability. It says heartbreak and numbing out. So instead of acknowledging what they did, talking about what they did, giving you the space to maybe vent and say how you feel about what they did, they just dip out. Wow. Some of you guys could be questioning, did this person even love me anyway? Like, if they could leave so easy, if they could hurt me so bad, did they love me anyway? Some of you guys are questioning, did they love me anyway? Did they love me at all? So what's this? What's hidden in the paperwork? What's this receipts that my collective is coming into? What's the tea? And the reading is called "What's the Tea?" and look what came out. What came out? The instructions, the how-to, the manual. Some of you guys could find this information. Hi, welcome in. Some of you guys could find this information in the glove compartment, or you could find some information in your spouse's glove compartment. If you check the glove compartment, I don't know why that came up. Instructions. Some of you guys, I feel like, may also find like a prescription or something like that. Let's find out what's in the messages. Tiptoeing, acting shady. It's like this person knew they were doing wrong. I feel like the persons that they were even involved with knew that this person was sneaking around on their significant other. Yep. It could be even with a friend. That could be the backstab, collective. That could be the backstab. Welcome in. That could be the backstabbing, collective. I'm sorry. Some of you guys could find out The heartbreak and the betrayal could be that you find out that a significant other was dealing with a friend of yours. Two-faced, fake friend, hidden intention. Wow, that would hurt because not only do you lose a lover, but you also lose a friend. Not only do you lose a lover, but you also lost a friend. So of course you feel backstabbed. Of course you feel like this is a plot twist. Of course you didn't see this coming. That's why I said, but beneath the surface, betrayal has been brewing. So this has likely been going on with your best friend or a friend of yours or somebody that you know intimately. This has been going on with your partner and them for a long time, for a very long time. I'm so sorry. Tell me more. How with the collective? Tell me more about this frenemy. This is a person too. The frenemy is a person that maybe you guys used to do everything together. You guys used to hang out together a lot, invite each other to places a lot, and now all of a sudden this person is just stone colding you. Like they stopped inviting you out to things. They stopped including you in things. They stopped responding to your messages. The messages started to become dry. This person, this friend of yours put distance between you and them because they were all up on your man. That's crazy. What else about this frenemy? My boo, I told you I can't make this up. All up on your man. Some of you guys need to, if this hasn't happened yet, check your inner circle because there's somebody that you're cool with that's up under your significant other. And when I say up under your significant other, okay, they're seeing each other openly. You are just unaware of it. Wow, you got a two-faced friend here who is sleeping with your person, is sleeping with your woman, is sleeping with your man. That's crazy. That's some crazy news to walk into. That's and then the thing is they're laughing behind your back. That could be why the heartbreak is here. They're laughing behind your back. And you know what's crazy? They're doing this out in the public. They are doing this out in the public. Some of you guys you'll find out really soon. Some of you guys will find out really soon that your friend and your lover is going to go public. And that's gonna be the ultimate heartbreak, a heartbreak you never saw coming. Okay, a betrayal, a backstabbing that you never saw coming. Okay, check your inner circles. If it hasn't happened already, you're gonna find the messages. You're gonna find lots of messages. You're gonna find all of the catalogs. Okay, you'll find it all. And the thing about it is, collective, you never went looking for the information. The information found you. Do you see that, collective? You never went looking for the information. You never went looking for the infidelity, but the infidelity found you. That could be an excuse too that your partner uses. I never wanted to be with your best friend. I never wanted to sleep with your best friend. She just found me or he just found me and it just happened. Nah, fuck that. They knew what they were doing because they were keeping it private. And not only were they keeping it private, collective, they've been doing this for a really long time. They've been doing it for a really long time. And he know they messed up too because they've been creating distance between you. You've been trying to figure out like, yo, why my bestie acting funny? Like, why he ain't pull up on me? Why she ain't pull up on me? Okay, like what's going on? Like, why I ain't hear from them in a long time? Like, I feel like something's strange between them, but I can't really put my finger on it. Like, you knew something was strange was happening, but you couldn't really put your finger on it. Whole time, your bestie, okay, whole time your partner, whole time your man's, okay, is it and now your woman. Okay, whole time your man's is sleeping with your lady. Whole time your lady is sleeping with your man. Ain't that some snake shit? Of course you feel backstabbed. Of course you feel heartbroken. It's because you never saw this coming. Some of you guys collective, you never saw this coming. That's the thing. You never saw this coming. And the whole time, you know what they're doing behind your back? Laughing in your face, kikiing, making a joke. The whole time, they're laughing in your face, collective. Whole time, they're laughing in your face, collective. But I do want you to know that they're about to go public. They're about to go official. They're about to go public. They're about to go official. For some of you, if you guys are married, make sure you are retaining the paperwork, okay? If you are married, make sure you are retaining the paperwork, okay? Make sure you're keeping all of your receipts as documentation, okay? Because this person, you know what? This person is very good and very manipulative. They will swing this around, collective, and then now it'll be somehow your fault. Make sure you, before you even get acclimated to say what you know to your partner about what they've been doing, okay? Make sure you are strategic, okay? Maybe this is telling you right now, because you came into this awareness about what your partner did, because you're going through this heartbreak right now, make sure that as you're in the midst of all of your emotions, make sure you are collecting your evidence, okay? Make sure you are collecting your documentation, okay, collective? Because there's going to be a time, collective, when you need that documentation. It's going to be a time, collective, when that documentation works in your favor, okay? Collective, especially if you're married and seeking a divorce, okay? I'm so sorry. That's fucked up. Look, and I can't make it up because what's at the bottom of the deck? Spilling the beans. Revealing secret. Cats out the bag. Untrustworthy. You got the T is you got untrustworthy people around you, and it's your best friend and it's your man or your woman. It's your best friend and your significant other. Those two hurt the hardest. Those two hurt the hardest. Am I lying? Am I lying? Those two don't hurt the hardest. Your best friend and your lover. You lose your best friend and you lose your lover, and now your best friend and your lover clicked up. So now that you're ops. Please tell me you're lying if you say that don't hurt. You're lying if you say that don't hurt. Okay. Damn, that sucks. I just don't want you to get into the habit, collective, of getting into diving into alcohol too deep in order to ease the pain, or diving into substances in general in order to ease the pain, okay, collective? Because it does suck. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. What's this plot twist? Ooh, plot twist. Make room for the beginning that's on its way. Didn't I tell you that they were going to go public? Collective. Collective. They're going public. Your bestie and your man, or your woman, your bestie and your significant other, they're going to go public. And you know what's the crazy thing about it? And that's why the laughter card came up here. They don't give a fuck. You could now know that you were living with a narcissist and you didn't even know it. Whole time they were closeting it. Whole time they didn't give any shits about you. Whole time they were laughing behind your back. Collective. Hello, welcome in. Let go of the narcissist is literally a clear message. The plot twist is you have to let go of the narcissist. Someone is full of themselves. Your person only cares about themselves and their dick or their vagina. Excuse my language. They only care about their private parts. They only care about having satisfaction. Okay. They only care about the instant gratification. Okay. That's the type of person you were involved with. But you know what? So too, as they see this new relationship with your significant other, your bestie and your significant other, so too as they see this relationship as a graduation and a level up, so too see your separation from these two as a graduation and a level up. You so too are the key player in this situation because you didn't do anything wrong. Don't let them trick you out your spot into a point where you trick yourself from this heartbreak into depression. That could be the message, collective. Don't trick yourself into depression based on a heartbreak because two people struggled with integrity. Okay, because two people who were close to you that you trusted, okay, struggled with morals, okay, struggled with their values. Don't take on, collective, more than what's not yours. This hurt and pain, it is respective. I mean, it's not all yours. You didn't self-inflict this to yourself, so no need for you to self-inflict more pain onto yourself through substances, okay? Through excess, okay? Some of you guys, it don't even have to be drinking. For some of you guys, it could be overeating. For you guys, it could be over-consuming. Whatever it is that you like to overconsume. Be aware of your overconsumption during this time. Look, someone else, I cannot make this up. Your person got somebody else, collective. Somebody else. Somebody else your person got. Someone is in the middle Someone is trying to sabotage this. And for that someone, we know who this someone is. It's your bestie. I'm not making this up. It's your bestie. It's your homeboy. It's your homegirl. It's your partner. It's your bro. It's your sis. It's your ride or die. Okay, some of you guys, you'll find out, some of you guys also in this, what really got you so sad and feeling backstabbed is the fact that you might now see or give a new definition to a best friend, a new definition to homeboy, a new definition to homegirl. I feel like with this collective, and as much as it does hurt, don't become super, super guarded in how you move forward with your next connections because you were burnt on this connection. These people were just jerks. They were dickheads. Okay? If it wasn't you in this connection, the spirit and the energy of them would have did it to somebody else. It would have happened out. It would have played out exactly like this collective. What else? What else? Okay, let's wrap this deck up and we're going to move on into the tarot. Date night. I'm hearing also collected, they would take some of at your favorite restaurant, there could be servers and bartenders who knew about the situation, but they couldn't tell you. Maybe your person was so lazy that they would take the same places that they like to take you to, they would take them to the same places as well and go on dates at the same places as well, collective. This person also may have kept you distracted by giving you nice things or taking you out or making you feel like when you guys did have time, they overfilled the time that you guys had so that you can feel like a euphoria, so that you could feel like an ecstasy, so that you weren't really, honed in on the little stuff. Okay. And likely how you missed that this person was dealing with your bestie is because you weren't looking at the little stuff. I don't know who needed to hear that. It's the little stuff, the little times, okay? Those small, little incremental times, that's what added up, collective, and that's when it took place. Look, confession. I'm telling you, they're going to go public. They are going to go public. Your bestie and your significant other, they're going to go public. Get ready for this. They are going public. Where's the tarot at? That's crazy. I'm sorry, guys. Losing your bestie and your man, and now your bestie and your man or your bestie and your woman is clicked up, and now they both your ops. Like, yikes. And now you might likely have trust issues because it was your bestie and your lover. The two people who you thought would have your back and wouldn't do you like that. Let's get into the tarot messages for the all signs. All signs, what's the tea right now? All signs, what's the tea right now? What's the tea right now? All signs, what's the message for all signs? Thank you guys. If you find that the messages so far have resonated, hit the like button. Thank you for your continued love and support that you show the community. It does not go unnoticed. Real shit. Thank you. Okay, let's get into the tarot. What's up for the collective? All signs, what's the tea? All signs, what's the tea? Look at this. Heavy opposition energy. Heavy opposition energy. Heavy opposition energy. And I feel like collective, no shade, there's going to be more information brought to the forefront than just what I'm saying. I feel like there's also multiple people at play here, okay? Welcome in. There's multiple people at play here, okay? It's not just even your bestie and your man or your woman, okay? It's likely maybe for some people it's like even family members knew about this. Maybe other people were helping. It could be even friends that were helping to plan this date night. Like, I'm feeling like other people knew about this secret relationship that your spouse was having with your best friend. Other people were aware of this relationship. Thank you. I appreciate it. This could be a Leo, heavy on the fire sign energy. It could be a Sagittarius, okay? It could also be an Aries. What else? Drama. The cat's out the bag though. King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. It can't be withheld anymore. I'm telling you, something's gonna go public. Somebody's gonna show their ass. They're gonna strut around and walk around like, yep. This could be your bestie walking around like, yep, that's mine now. Yep, I got that. Yep, I don't need to hide that anymore. Something is no longer hidden, collective. It's really out on the forefront. People are feeling confident. Your lover is feeling full of themselves. You see why the narcissist card came out here with the King of Wands? There's somebody who's feeling full of themselves. Okay, collective, they're bearing it all. They're bearing it all. Look, I can't make this up. These are the same two cards here. In essence, look, you got the narcissist card, King of Wands. Okay, card could be somebody who's over prideful, someone who has something to prove, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the letting go card. Wow. I feel like people want to play in your face, collective. Like, why do people want to play in your face all times? People want to play in your look. Cat's out the bag. I can't make this up. Look, cat's out the bag. Four Pentacles in the reverse, Moon in the reverse. It's all coming to the light right now. It can't be hidden anymore. I feel like, you know why it can't be hidden anymore? There was too many hands in the pot. There were too many people involved in the situation for it to just have stayed on the down low for too long, okay? Wow, for some of you guys, somebody could be down low. There are two men here. Some of you guys, what could be the betrayal and the heartbreak is that somebody's down low. I feel like that's only for a small portion of people because I didn't say that before. What's this information that's coming out the bag? What's the confession? You got heavy confession energy here. The Moon card in the reverse. You got the confession card here. You got the receipts card here. So yeah, whatever was tiptoed on, whatever the pressure was, the pressure is combusted. You ever watch the pressure cooker and you got to open the pressure cooker? You're like, holy shit. Sometimes you could be having to jump yourself back. The pressure cooker, it got a lot of steam in there. Once you let it out, baby, ain't no telling how the water finna disperse all over. So with this situation, collective, ain't no how the information finna come out. You're gonna find the information, okay, collective. You're not even gonna go looking for the information. You will find the information. The information will be brought to you. But on top of you finding the information, collective, this has been combusted for so long. There's been multiple people involved in the backstory of this collective that there's gonna be more that comes to the forefront than just what meets the eye, collective. Yep. And you know what's crazy, collective? There's been multiple people keeping receipts, so you're gonna be able to find multiple angles of a story, collective, and that's what's really gonna hurt and break your heart the most. Wow, it's like, wow, the people that were closest to me were holding this back for mad long. You guys will hello, welcome in. You guys were holding this back for mad long, and that's the thing. People are playing in their faces, so it's not just your man. It's just not your bestie. It could be your cousin. It could be your business partner now involved. It feels like there's just multiple people involved who knew about this happening. What's up? Welcome in. Who knew about this happening, collective, and they said nothing to you. And now all of a sudden, collective, because the pressure is too strong, collective, because the pressure is too strong, collective, all of it's coming out at once. All of it is coming out at once, collective. All of it is coming out at once. All of it is coming out at once. All of it is coming out at once. And it's the magician in the word. So in the reverse. So people had ill intentions. It's like people knew what they were doing and they chose to do the opposite. People knew what they were doing and they chose to do the opposite. Where they do that at? That's why the backstabbing hurt. Okay. And that's why it's feeling like a plot twist. Because it's like motherfuckers like you play my face. Where they do that at? You've been playing in my face because it says that it's been brewing for quite some time. So you've been playing in my face. Where they do that at? Come on now, collective. These people have been snaking you, shady. And that's the crazy thing. That should show you how much weight you got because it's not just your significant other and your bestie involved. There's other people. So when it's more than two people, you know how hard it is to keep a singular timeline involving multiple people and it's all based on the lie. Do you know how intense that is? Do you know how intense your energy must be for all of these people to be on a hidden timeline as it relates to you? And you know how powerful you have has to be on the timeline for you not to go seeking this information, collective. The information just finds you. Please. That's why I'm saying you are just like they feel like them coming to the forefront and announcing this relationship. Okay, go in public, your bestie and your spouse. You feel like they are getting attention. So too are you getting attention, collective, because you stayed righteous, you stayed down the whole time. So collective, just like they feel like they are elevating, so too are you from this experience. You are elevating. I promise you that. What else for the collective? Moon in reverse. Clarify the moon in reverse. What's coming out? The Tower. Look, I can't make this up. The Tower is coming out. Unexpected on your behalf. Unexpected on their behalf too, because you know what? They were probably waiting until Christmas. I'm hearing like they were waiting until the holidays, like a family holiday, and then they were gonna expose it to you. But this came out before the holiday. Yeah. Nine of Wands in reverse. This came out before the holiday. Queen of Cups in reverse. This also could be like somebody outing them. I feel like collective, the information that you find is like somebody planted the evidence or planted the situation just so you would find that. I feel like the Tower moment is somebody gets outed, you know? And when they get outed, collective, instead of coming to terms and acknowledging the situation, they numb out. They go avoidant. They go ghost. Fuck that, collective. Fuck that. Also with the Queen of Cups in reverse, yeah, and with the numbing out card, somebody could be a heavy drinker, collective. Heavy drinker. Heavy like they drink a lot. They consume substances a lot. And it's not even that, sometimes you can consume substances a lot and not be an alcoholic. And there's times where you consume substances a lot and you're an alcoholic. This person definitely, listen, if not now an alcoholic, check them back in a few. That's why you don't play with people. That's why you don't play with people. This person could also at a point, they're not an alcoholic now, but catch them in a couple, they struggle with anger management. They struggle with self-control. They struggle with addiction. Do you see that? It'd be how people line themselves up and then feel like somebody else lined you up. Hello, welcome in, Travis. People be lining themselves up, and when they don't remember how they sequentially lined themselves up and it just hit them for something that feels like all at once, they want to blame other people. No, blame yourself. That's the plot twist too. No, blame yourself. This person right now, okay, they may not see the harm, okay, but later on is when it hits them. You know what they say? It's never right now. It's never right now, especially if you're dealing with a man, because they usually say cliche for men. It's never right now that they feel it. The woman may feel it right now. So if you're a lady, you may feel it right now. You may feel it right now. And you tight because he not feeling it right now. He not showing you that he feeling it right now. Don't be tight. Because the plot twist is the tables always turn. The tables always turn. So what somebody may able to cloak and to show you right now as exuberance, as happiness, as connectedness, okay, as idealism, like they're living their best life, that shit could change real soon. It could get nasty real soon. Okay, that's what people don't realize. Don't mess people over. I always say, and my grandma always says, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but baby, the tables always turn. Who laugh last does always laugh the best. Be good to people. This person was not good to you. If you're worrying if your friend and your lover is going to catch their karma or whatever it is, if they're going to catch their doings for doing you like that, they will. They will. Look at that with the Queen of Wands in the upright. They'll meet their match. They will. You don't have to be the verdict of justice right now. I know this heartbreak is painful. Look, what did I say? You don't have to be the verdict of justice right now. And what the hell came out? The justice card. You don't have to be the verdict of justice right now. You don't have to do it. It'll handle itself, I promise you. It will handle itself. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be a year. It may not be 5 years. It may be 25 years from now. That shit always loop back. And you know what's the best part? You always get front row view or some type of access to the plot twist and to the chaos okay, as it dispels. So don't take for a second that people who backstab you, okay, people who send you through heartbreak, okay, people who are frenemies to you, never hesitate for a second to feel like they don't get what's coming to them, because you see the card that you pulled here, justice. And what did I say before that with the justice card? That you don't need to take things into your hands, okay, because it already is done. Said as done. Collective, I know this is grimy. What was their reason? Let's figure out why. What was their reason? Why did your significant other and your bestie do this? What was their reason? The Six of Wands in reverse. That it was intentional. It was intentional. And they wanted to break your spirit. This is a couple who wanted to break your spirit. Look, they wanted to break your spirit. King of Cups. I was gonna say this person and your bestie and your lover probably knew each other beforehand. Maybe they didn't even get things off the ground, but they probably could have not even had let you know that they knew each other before. Six of Wands in reverse and King of Cups is like, yeah, we knew each other. We maybe used to do a little this, a little that on the low, but we was never official. Okay, the Six of Wands is not in the upright. So this person, your lover and your bestie, could have very well did the do da on the low and you didn't know. That could be the reason why the hidden intentions is they've been doing this on the low. You just didn't know. That's some sick shit. Do you see how people be getting down? Do y'all see how people be getting down? Nasty with it. Anything else? Okay, what specifically, how does your bestie feel about what they did? How does your bestie, your homeboy, your homegirl feel about what they did? The Devil in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. They just didn't want it to come out the way that it did. That's it. Your bestie, your homeboy, your homegirl, it's not that they feel bad. They just didn't want it to come out the way that it did. Okay, so the message from your bestie is, I'm sorry you found out like that, but yeah, it is. That's what we've been doing. And what's the message from your lover, your partner, your spouse? How do they feel about what they did? The Chariot. They feel like it was time. It was only a matter of time, but the Chariot is only a matter of time. They felt like you guys were going through patches in your relationship anyway. There were starts and there were stops. There were progresses, times when things progress, and there were times when things slow down. So I'm telling you, what did I say in the beginning, collective? It was in those small times that these things were happening. I'm telling you, it was in those small times where you maybe didn't really put all the pieces together. You weren't really catching all the synchronicities, and that's when they were knocking boots with this arrow here. This person could be a Sagittarius, this person could be a Cancer, this person could be a Scorpio, heavy on the Scorpio here, heavy on the Pisces here, heavy on the Cancer again here, heavy on the Scorpio, heavy on the Scorpio, heavy on the Pisces again. Leo is here again, and Libra is here as well. Those are the signs that are coming out. Hello, welcome in. The Chariot is how they felt, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And you know what's the thing is, if you would allow this person to have their cake and eat it too, they would love. It'd be like y'all be a tricycle. You know, the three of y'all. Happily, if your bestie and you and your man could all do it together, they would love it. A tricycle. They would love if y'all could just all get along and do it together. That's the real truth between them. I say, dang, I love my bestie. Dang, I love my bestie's man. So can we all just get along and do it all together and get along? That's what they really want to say. That's what they really want to say. That's what I'm saying. Heavy on the can we all just do it and get along? These are very prideful people that you were dealing with, collective. And that's why the narcissist card came out here. These are people who don't give a fuck. It's like themselves. Okay, this works for me. This feels good for me. Themselves. Themselves. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. Anything else? Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Thank you. Anything else? Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Excuse me, Nine of Swords in reverse. If all the It's all the small things that you push down so that now when the big things are present upon itself, it's like you can take that deep. A part of you knew, collective, that something wasn't it with this person. A part of you knew, but you stuffed that down for so long that you dealt with the trivializations that now when it came out, yes, it hurt and you're heartbroken and you're backstabbed. Yes, you're heartbroken. Yes, you'll backstab, but you can finally take a deep sigh of relief. You could finally take a deep sigh of relief, collective. You could finally take a deep sigh of relief. I told you, this is a connection with the Two of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. It's like something happened in the beginning that showed you that this person will bring more harm, or not harm, this person will bring more instability into your life than calmness, and you let it continue. So this was just a lesson ultimately for you, collective, about how sometimes we often break our own hearts before somebody else can break our hearts, collective. This is also a lesson of, collective, you've made it to the end and you will now start anew. And now as you start a new, collective, now as you start anew, you're able to look back at the things in the past that you didn't bring to the present, collective, that you decided, hey, like, I can muster through this. You realize, no, I'm not mustering through anything anymore, collective. And I think that's great progress to know that I don't have to continue on something just because I started on something. God damn. God. Let's get some closeout messages. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the support. If you find that the messages resonate, guys, we've been on here for almost an hour. If you find that the messages resonate, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the community so that you are becoming locked in with the OGs and you catch readings similar to this one and your individual zodiac or rising sign. Okay. What's up? Okay. Collective. But this is shiesty. I don't know how else to put it other than to say, collective, this was a shiesty situation. What's the advice? What's the advice for this all signs? The advice is August will be better for you, okay? And if you don't find out now, you will find out by August, okay? Yeah, see, if you don't find out now, you will find out by August. And I'm going to leave your reading there, okay? Look, and if you didn't find out now, you will find out by August. I'm going to leave the reading there. Thank you guys for all the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, okay? Thank you so much. If you're interested, email the personal email, 7majestic tarot, if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me. Until next time, peace out, guys.